Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do. Johnny, I should mention right at the top, we're getting real close to Pod Slam.
Pod Slam? What's that?
Pod Slam, this is the 5th annual Pod Slam hosted by the network Arcade Audio, and it's in support of Connor's Cure, which is a charity that helps research cures for pediatric cancer.
Now, annually, is that the one that happens once a year or twice a year?
It's the one that happens once a year.
Okay.
This is the 5th time. This is the 5th year we've done it.
Okay.
This year we're trying. So it's a podcast marathon.
Okay, so we'll be running and talking into the microphone.
That's right, for 23.2
26.2.
You gotta get the sticker updated.
So you don't understand. It's 20.
No.
I'm
winded. I'm done. Give me my sticker when we get out of here. So it's going to be like a 12-hour marathon. I don't remember the exact start times, but let's something to the effect of noon until midnight.
Sure.
On September 21st.
I believe that is correct.
It's going to be at the I.O. Theater here in Chicago. There's going to be a bunch of really fun podcasts. Tons of podcasts from the network, of course, but then a bunch of other podcasts from other places. So yeah, if you want to, our goal this year is $5,000, which is it's a steep amount of money to raise, but we can do it. I think last year, I believe every year we've raised it by $1,000, and every year we've met our goal. So this year is $5,000.
So our first year, our goal was $0.
Our first year was $0, and so we were kind of bummed when we hit it.
Yeah, sure.
But so if you want to, if you can't be in town, but you still want to donate to this wonderful cause, you can actually go to arcadeaudio.net. And check out the Pod Slam page and donate directly online. Yeah.
You know, our friend and pod daddy Rich wears a Connor's Cure bracelet most of the time.
He does.
And I saw a dude on the train. So just some dude wearing one on the
really?
train. Yeah, I was shocked because I've never seen anyone wear them but Rich.
Sure.
And that's it. That's all.
That's interesting.
I was like, hell yeah. I didn't say anything because I can't hang with wrestling
what would you
people.
say? Yeah, like
sick. I hate.
I hate childhood cancer too. Yeah.
I was gonna say I hate kids with cancer.
I hate kids with cancer.
Yeah. What do you say? But it was cool.
Yeah.
I hope he knows that I know because I kept winking at him.
Every time there's like a cute girl on the train, I'm like, I hope she knows that I think she's cute because I'm not staring at her. And then when she gets the train, I'm like,
nailed it.
I nailed it, man. Yeah. She didn't have a clue that I thought she was cute. That worked out great.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
You want to get an article?
Yeah, let's get an article, please.
Okay. Tammy Abraham.
Okay.
Kevin Ogenatega Tamarabi Bakumo Abraham, born 2 October 1997. Oh, so he's like 4 years old.
Okay.
Known as Tammy Abraham, is an English professional footballer who plays as a striker, same as Mario, for Premier League club Chelsea and the England national team.
That's a real team.
Yeah. He's 21 years old, so he can just now drink when he comes to America. An academy graduate of Chelsea, Abraham made his senior debut for the club in 2016. Before,
why do we get so many damn soccer players on this freaking show?
I think because there are so many. We don't know any fucking soccer players because we live in the United States.
Right. You're right. The whole world has
every other country has 45,000 soccer players.
That's a good point. Because I was going to be like, how come we don't get any football players ever? Because there's like a million football, like on each team, there's like 100 dudes.
Right.
But then we have the entire world's population of football men.
Yeah.
Like each country probably has like 25 teams, and each team probably has like 25 dudes.
Right.
That's like 125. That's not right.
It's got to be more than that. It's got to be more than that.
It's way more than that. Shit.
It's how many professional soccer players do you think there are in the world?
So there's got to be 1,000 per country. There's 200 countries, so 20,000 football players.
Are there 200 countries?
It's like 206, the same number of human bones. There's one bone. There's an easy way to remember all your bones. Is you assign each bone like a different country. It's like a mnemonic device. That's the Animaniacs taught me that.
It's crazy that after 1989, humans got one less bone.
Yeah. Well, no, they actually got 12 more bones. Shit, because the country broke up. Yeah.
Well, they got They got 12, but then they lost one
because
so
of
they got
the Czech Republic.
They netted in Germany.
I see.
So they netted.
Oh, okay,
they netted 11 bones.
I see.
All teeth.
Well, yeah, that's why we have to get our wisdom teeth pulled now. It's because they're extra bones. This kind of sounds right.
It doesn't sound.
Why are our mouths too small for? Here's my question: did our mouths get smaller, or did we start getting more teeth?
I think our mouths got smaller.
What's the benefit of that?
We stopped eating big meat.
Like in the end of the Flintstones when he's buying the Brontosaurus ribs?
Yeah.
Is that it? Or do we start... They're grinder bone. They're grinder teeth bones. So for plants, right? That's what molars are for, is for plants. Right?
Okay. I don't know.
That's like horses got big...
Oh, horse teeth gross me out.
Horse teeth are no good.
They're bad.
Horses should all have braces.
To rip them out. Horses shouldn't have teeth.
If a horse brushed their teeth, would it look better? Is that what it is? Or are they just too big?
They're too big. They're just too big.
I know there's only horses only have like 3 teeth too.
It's one on the top and one on the bottom.
Yeah, it sucks.
Did I tell you when I got my Invisalign, part of it was like, there's like crowding in my teeth.
Sure. A lot of people try and get in your mouth.
Yeah. So what they did was they took their little grinder.
Okay.
And they made some of my teeth skinnier.
Sorry? Who did that? The Invisalign people?
The dentist.
Before you even got your thing, he was like, we need to grind those teeth down to make my bread.
Yeah. It was wild.
Did you keep the teeth dust? Because that feels like an elixir of some sort.
I think I swallowed it.
Oh, no.
I ate the bones.
You ate the bones.
It wasn't so much.
He ground your teeth down.
Isn't that weird?
How many? Do you know?
The front 4 probably.
In what? On the sides?
On the sides.
So he had a tiny little almost like a dental floss type grinder.
Mm-hmm. It was
mechanical. It was like an electric. Or was it like a?
It was like a little.
Saw?
It was like a little saw that 2 men in a cartoon would use to cut down a tree.
Yes. Okay.
But it was made of like fucking diamonds.
Oh my god!
And he just had to saw my teeth down, and then he had to put a thing between my teeth to make sure that he cut enough out. So it was like, it's got to be this wide, and he would just like stick it in
like a tiny little spacer. That's crazy.
It was fucking gnarly. It was so gross.
That is pretty gross to think about. What if you had a procedure done where you're like, I need to lose like 5 pounds, and the doctors went in and just shaved your bones down
just a little bit,
just like a couple millimeters on each bone?
Ooh,
yeah.
You got to make that. You'd make weight fast.
You'd probably lose so much weight, right? Mm-hmm. How much our bones are probably heavy, right? What's the heaviest part? Like the blood.
Shit!
Is there
organs?
Gotta be organs, right?
But that feels like cheating.
Well, are organs filled with like blood or you know what I'm saying? Like,
so just the dry organs?
Yeah. How much are dry organs?
Oh shit!
You know, because obviously wet organs, they're wetter. They have more stuff going on.
Right. How many pounds of blood do you have?
That's
how much? What is it? 7 pints?
Is this 7? I was gonna say 4. 7's probably closer. 4 feels like a dangerously low amount of blood to lose.
Let's say 5.5 pints. We'll split the difference.
Okay. Let's say 6 for the ease of my math.
Okay, 6 pints.
How much is a pint?
That's how much weight?
Is that like the chocolate milk they serve you in?
That's a half pint.
So a pint's kind of a lot.
A pint is.
So you're saying 12 chocolate milks is how much blood we have?
Wait, how many pints in a gallon? 8?
8?
Okay, we both said it, so it's true. 8 pints in a gallon.
Okay, so 3/4 of a gallon.
Yeah.
How much is a gallon? A gallon must weigh 12 pounds. No, 10 pounds? Does a gallon weigh 10 pounds?
No, I was gonna say 1 pound. Shit, it can't be 1 though.
Let's say it's 5.
But let's
say it's 6.
Blood.
Let's say it's 8. Let's say a gallon is 8 pounds.
I think.
So we have 6 pounds of blood on us.
Does a gallon of water weigh
the same as a gallon of blood?
No, blood is heavier. Gotta be.
Blood is thicker than water.
That is true.
You think blood's got to be heavier?
I think it's
because blood has water in it plus it has iron.
It has goop.
It has goop. There's goop in the blood.
Anything thicker than water would have to be heavier, right?
That's so true. Because if you had the same gallon, like a gallon of water or a gallon of honey, the honey would be way heavier, right?
Would it?
Crap! It's got to be. Because we're not saying a pound of this and a pound of that. We're saying a gallon, like a volume size.
Right.
I think honey's heavy.
I think honey's heavy too.
If someone threw like a gallon of water at you, you'd be like, oh, what the heck?
Jeez.
But if they threw like one of those bears of honey at you, you'd be like, fuck, dude. Like, what the hell? That sucked. And that's not even that's nothing.
Okay.
So we got 6 pounds of blood. Maybe let's call it 8 pounds of blood.
8 pounds of blood. That's not a lot of blood.
That's nothing. So that's not. We'll throw that out.
Yeah.
We're not losing weight that way.
No.
After that, it's probably got to be fat, right? Is that why we lose fat? Because it weighs that much?
When you lose weight, you are losing fat, right?
And
you're not losing fat. You're shrinking fat.
You're burning fat?
Because the fat cells don't go away.
The fat turns into carbon dioxide? You exhale the fat when you work out. Is that what happens? And sometimes you lose muscle, a little bit of muscles.
And you do, depending on how you're losing weight.
Yeah, sure. So are we saying muscles weigh the most per capita? What are we even saying?
Muscles are heavier than fat.
I know that. That's for sure.
Okay.
So we got that. In our little logic puzzle we're doing.
8 pounds of blood, gone.
We're not
Muscles are heavier than fat.
So muscles and fat are in the game. Do we have extra organs? So here's my question. We got 2 of a lot of them, right? So we got 2 kidneys.
Yeah.
We don't need both necessarily.
2 lungs.
2 lungs. You could get rid of one. It's not a great idea. I bet the lungs probably the worst thing you could lose. It's all air.
Heart is the worst.
Heart's the
or
bad.
Or are you talking about the things of which we have
I'm
2?
talking just doubles.
Okay.
Lung can't weigh that much.
No, because it's all air.
It's all air.
Yeah, you got to keep both the lungs.
So I feel like kidneys got a lot of stuff going on. Like
Yeah.
we could get rid of one of those and probably lose
Easy.
5 pounds.
I think
more.
so. I think so. We could get rid of a lot. You can live with a lot of your liver missing too.
Okay, so let's just cut that bad boy out.
Half.
How much? Okay, sure.
Another 5 pounds.
How much? What's your appendix like? Is that big or small?
You don't need it. You don't need it.
You
it doesn't
definitely
matter.
don't need
You don't need it at all. It doesn't matter.
So
We're
that's
getting
2
rid
pounds
of it.
right there. So
Yeah.
we're what? 12 pounds up. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. We've done
plus the 8 pounds of 8 pounds
we
of
can't
blood.
lose all the blood.
4 pounds of blood.
Because you can lose half your blood and still be alive. So if you're every day you go to the blood bank, you donate half your blood.
Because the shitty thing is that you keep making more blood.
That's what it is.
But you're not going to keep making more kidneys.
Right. So every day you got to take some time out to get rid of some blood.
Is it worth the time, or can we lose that weight elsewhere?
Maybe we can look elsewhere. Maybe we're shaving our bones now. Maybe we
Shaving
have a couple
bones.
toes.
Oh,
Toes
you
are
don't
no
need
good.
you don't need any of them.
You don't need all of them, but
You just need the big toes.
But they're not very heavy.
No.
So then it's like, well, what? It really just comes down to fat, huh? You really just want to get rid of the fat.
And the muscle.
You could do with less muscle.
Are there some bones that you could just get rid of?
Interesting, because we got like 2 going on in our forearms.
Yeah. Do we need
just
both
one.
of those?
Maybe we just need one.
Okay. A big thing with bikes is getting like a carbon fiber bike.
Oh, carbon fiber bones.
Super strong, super light.
Like a bird, but better.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's really interesting. Is that something that's going to happen?
Probably.
Because, man, that's really interesting. You'd be so fast, I bet.
Maybe it's the kind of thing where like...
Or would you be too fast?
You couldn't.
Yeah, because your body would like collapse or be too strong. Your muscles would explode. Smell you later. Yeah, I hang out with people who live near me. Like, if people move away, then I don't see them. And if they move closer, then I start hanging out with them.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.